Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Today is Wednesday, August 18th, 2021. Welcome to the DJ Dani Show on HamiltonRadio.net, stream HR1. We are in the home studio tonight, but we are oh my God. So my guest tonight, everybody knows her from being on The Amanda Show, the most iconic person ever that we all love and know, and who are highly maybe obsessed with eggs. I have Jenna. Hey, Debbie. Yes. So Jenna Morrison, thank you so much for being here.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me.
So we're going to get a little bit started before we get all into the Amanda Show. Okay. Where do you feel like growing up, where were you from?
So I'm from a little town called Doris, California. It's right on the California-Oregon border.
Okay.
And the population is 1,000.
Okay.
It's teeny tiny. It's a little farm town. So yeah, that's where I'm from. And that's where I live currently.
Okay. So that's just, that's where you're born and raised, basically.
Yes. Yep.
So getting a better idea for you born and raised in Doris, do you feel like maybe sort of growing up, acting was something you wanted to be as a profession?
Oh, absolutely. That from an early age. I remember staying home from school one day because I saw it advertised on like Regis and Kathy Lee. So that's how long ago it was that they were going to talk about child actors and agents and that sort of thing. And so I fake sick. I stayed home. They gave out addresses for child acting agencies. And so I wrote them a letter. I sent them my school picture in like hopes that they would respond. And they didn't, which is fine. But yeah, so I think it was like 8. So from an early age, I had wanted to do this or wanted to be an actress. It was always something I had an interest in for sure.
What do you feel like with your interest when people say acting? What is it that you wanted to pursue? In acting, was there a certain role you wanted to play? Was there a certain monologue you wanted to do? What was your person?
I am in love with independent films, and I've always wanted to be in, independent films. My personality is kind of goofy, like normally, and so I feel like the Amanda Show was kind of fun and kind of like my goofy personality at the time. But I would love to do like a serious role. I would absolutely love that.
So a serious role per se, would you ever want to do a Lifetime movie?
I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I feel like anywhere you get the opportunity to act and show off your skills, the more power to you. I feel like it's constantly like a learning process, and I'm open to anything really. Just the fact that you get that opportunity is pretty exciting.
It is, and it's different. Just because, for instance, that if you wanted to do a Lifetime role or you were booked for one, there's so many different parts you play in a Lifetime role. Are you a stalker? Are you are you crazy? Are you like someone nice? Someone not in the picture, like a bystander that witnesses deaths.
No. I would definitely want to be like the stalker, like the crazy one. I think it would be so fun to play.
Then you should contact them. Right? Your son is done with high school or college.
Yeah.
High school.
High school, yeah.
High school first. Yeah. You should like reach out to them because right now I love Lifetime more than anything, but I think I have a hard time finding actors. They use the same actors and actresses in every single movie.
Yeah. I know.
So,
I've noticed
jump on that so you could be the newest actor. Or something like that. But yeah, seriously, Lifetime is a great start. From coming back from the Amanda Show, if that was something you wanted to pursue or get a better idea for. Or you can also be the mom that has a son that's dropping them off at high school.
I'm open to it all. Whatever works. So I think it would be fun.
Changes. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So then from doing maybe getting into it, did you do any acting classes as well?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So when I first started, my parents and I were going on a trip to Disneyland, and I had read in the back of a teen magazine of an acting school, and so I called them. I made an appointment. And then when we were down there, I was like, "Hey, mom and dad, I have this appointment." And I was like, if I do it that way, there's no way they can tell me no. And so,
That's fine.
yeah. Yeah. So, I auditioned for them, and then, they accepted me, and my parents drove me down. We would drive down Fridays. I would take a class Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday, drive home Sunday, and go to school on Monday. And it was like a 12-hour drive. So, I mean, we were dedicated. Definitely passionate about it. So, yeah.
And you did a lot of like different classes. Did you have different coaches as well?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So at this school, every class was different. So there was like theatrical, there was commercial. I mean, there was new classes and new teachers, which was really cool because you got to work with so many different people, and each person has their own like technique and style of doing things. So that was fun to learn. And then how old was I think 7th grade, the summer after 7th grade, we decided to move down there and like get an agent and go to auditions and actually give it a shot. So
okay.
Yeah.
So,
and I auditioned for quite a few things. I did a few commercials, a couple guest roles, some student films. I was just open to anything, and I loved every second of it. It was so fun.
That's so sad because how exciting and fun you were like on the Amanda show, as we know you for. It's like, well, not even that you're a mom right now, but it might be something that you're kind of missing.
Oh, absolutely. Every day, honestly, I think about it all the time. And it's definitely something I want to get back into. But right now, my focus is my 15-year-old son. And so he has a couple more years of school. And I wanted him to grow up the same way I did, essentially, in my small town. And so, yeah, so when he graduates, then, maybe I'll get back into it. Or maybe I'll, try the other side of things like casting, or I mean, that's always been an interest of mine. I know it's not super easy to get into that, but I'm open for whatever. I love it so much. I love every aspect of the entertainment industry, and I think it would be a blast to do it again.
Anything for Disneyland?
I would do Disneyland itself, like that kind of acting, like character acting.
Either character, yeah, but you don't have to be like dressed up in like a hot outfit, like not Daisy or something like that.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would want to do it like Disneyland or like a theme park. I would definitely want to do film.
Okay.
Or TV, that sort of thing. Commercials even. I mean, I'm open.
Commercials are a big thing because they're constantly everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Them. And sometimes even when you fast forward them, you don't fast forward them. So,
right?
Commercials are always there, but there's always something that they're promoting on the other aspect, like something that needs to be promoted at that time.
For sure.
That's what commercials are all about. So when you had a chance to get to know an agent and everything per se, did the agent get you this booking job for the Amanda show?
Yeah. So they sent me to an audition, and it was for the Amanda show.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't named yet. And they had me audition for another role on the show, which wasn't Debbie. And so I read for that part, and then they're like, you know what? We have this other part that we would like you to read for. So if you could go out into the waiting room, go over it, come back in a few minutes and read for us. And I was like, okay, like, yeah, definitely. So I go in the waiting room and I go over it, like, didn't really have much time to rehearse it. I go in and they acted like it was hilarious. And I was like, this is fun. Yeah, like I could totally do this. And so they're like, okay, we want you to meet with the producers and director, and we'll go from there. So basically a callback. So I go and meet with them. They laugh. I leave like an hour later. I get a phone call saying I booked it, which wasn't even the role I auditioned for. So I was pretty stoked about that.
Yeah,
but I'm so happy that I got Debbie, because she was such a fun character to play. And like, she's fun.
Well, you made Debbie seem because Debbie had to be you per se. Like it was you. So how did you make Debbie seem like Jenna?
like I said, like I've always just kind of been like this goofy kid. Like I'm always laughing still to this day. Like I find the dumbest things hilarious. So it was basically just like my goofy personality times 100. You know what I mean? It was just, yeah. So it was fun. And then actually before I booked Debbie, I was Amanda Bynes' stand-in for the first couple episodes. So that was fun too.
Wait, is that on the show?
No, it was just behind the scenes. So like as a stand-in, you basically stand where they're going to so they can market and, you know, get it right with the cameras and that sort of thing. And then, yeah.
So the one role that you read for, what is that? Was that in the show? What role was it?
Yeah, it was, let me think. Give me a second.
Was it in the girls' room?
No, it wasn't in the girls' room.
Okay.
Or was it? No, it wasn't. It was like, so the little commercials that they did, like, yeah, it was one of those.
My Beautiful Big Toe, like those.
Yeah, exactly, like that kind of thing. So it was that, and then
I
ended up doing sugar veggies, and yeah, so.
Okay, sugar veggies. I like that one too.
Yeah,
the meatloaf crunch. Oh my god, they're all in my head now.
I was a stand-in for that one, so that was fun. That was fun to do.
Or popcorn pants.
Pants, yep. Yep.
It's like when you think of the Amanda Show, the most iconic scenes were the commercials that they created because they were just
outlandish and wild.
Right.
Yeah.
And the girls' room because of yourself. I mean, seriously, that's a big role. Like literally everybody, especially on TikTok. When I contacted you, I saw like mostly all your comments were like, "Oh my god, Steffi,
yeah. I honestly, I guess because social media wasn't such a big thing, you know, when the show was going on. So I genuinely had no idea that so many people watched it. And like after like duetting the TikTok video, I was like, what? Like my heart, you know what I mean? It was so
people
sweet.
People are gonna be like, do it, do the work.
Yeah, it was just precious. I was excited. It made my day for sure.
And being quirky and fun and goofy as Debbie as you have to be.
Yeah.
What was her role? Was she just supposed to kind of be like confused, like just?
Yeah,
fun?
she was just kind of an airhead. She was just like this goofy airhead. You know what I mean? Like. Excuse me. Have you seen? Well, of course. I feel like everybody's seen, but kind of like Mean Girls. You know what I mean? It was supposed to kind of be like, yeah, it was similar to that. Like everyone had like the popular role of like the airhead, the jerk, basically. You know what I mean? So
Amber.
Yeah. Yep.
And then
definitely Amber.
Sheila.
Yeah.
Tammy. And
yep. Yeah.
How was it fun though working with everyone that you worked with?
I had a blast. Honestly, Amanda's such a doll. She was kind of like hyper and like all over the place, but in a good way, you know what I mean? She was just
energetic.
Oh yeah, like fun and funny, and she's such a sweetheart, such a doll. And everybody was so much fun. Honestly, it was probably the best set I've ever worked on, just as far as like everyone getting along and just having a blast.
I feel like a lot of it is behind the scenes where we don't get to see a lot of your communication with them. You know, because on scene you have to be you. You have to be Debbie.
Yeah, in character.
So
for
working
sure.
with the different people that you got a chance to work with, do you feel like you created friendships with any of them? A lot of them? Or
yeah, definitely. I feel like you know, for quite a few years after the show, we were pretty good friends. Like we would communicate and that sort of thing. But now that we're older, I haven't talked to him in probably 10 years, but we definitely had a good friendship at the time, for sure.
Did you say you haven't talked to Amanda or anyone?
Any of them, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A lot has changed with.
Oh my gosh.
So
yes.
I think, isn't the one that played Tammy, is she the one that was in some of the Star Wars movies?
I don't believe she was in Star Wars movies. She is actually a casting director for Nickelodeon now.
Okay. So
and
maybe
she did
in the Victorious episode.
Yes, she did.
First episode. Okay. Gotcha. All right, because one of the actresses looked just like her a little bit, kind of, sort of.
Oh, really?
The worst movie.
Yeah.
They were the one that played Missy on Drake and Josh, but I can't remember their name.
I don't know. I'm horrible with names.
No, it's okay. It was I don't know what her actress name is, but yeah, no, seriously, they all seem like they're so sweet and nice. Sheila still scares me, but I mean that was just because of her character, right?
Right.
Like,
oh my gosh, So Raquel Lee did the first season, and she was a sweetheart too. Again, a lot of energy, but I feel like that's kind of how all the kids were at the time.
Yeah.
I was kind of shy. And then like towards the end of the first season, second season, I kind of like felt comfortable, kind of a thing. And then the second year, Reagan Gomez played Sheila, and she was such a sweetheart. We would see each other like out at events and that sort of thing, and she was just always so kind and so sweet, and I just absolutely adore her.
I think it was nice that you had the communication and the friendship with everyone behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like that's really important, honestly, especially to have like a cohesive set and everyone, it makes a big difference.
Especially a lot with the producers, the directors of the show, like Dan.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I got along well with everybody. There wasn't one person that stood out that was rude or hateful, or everybody was just so kind. It was so great. I really can't complain about anything.
So what had happened? Was it they wrote your character like off, or was it the show just ended?
The show ended. So they had decided to do 3 seasons in like a 2-season span.
Yeah.
Because Amanda wanted to move on and do like more serious roles. Yeah. So she went on to the WB. I think, what is it called now? Like the CW? I don't know. Anyways, she
back in the day.
Yeah, so she wanted to do, different things, not like such goofy characters and that sort of thing. So they gave her own show. It was 3 seasons in, the time span of 2, and then it was just, that was it. Like, we knew when we were getting into it, that's as long as it was gonna last.
Oh man, that's so sad though, because
it was such a blast.
Fans and everyone that watched it, including myself, we didn't want it to end. I mean, now watching a lot of the sketches and stuff, a lot changes per se, but it was fun. It was
so fun and
different.
Yeah. It was supposed to be like Saturday Night Live for kids, and it was just a blast.
See, that's what it was supposed to be. It was like Saturday Night Live.
Right, that's what I thought. Feeling like little vignettes,
yeah. Or something like different like that, but obviously appropriate.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I mean, because Saturday Night Live sometimes is not appropriate.
Very true.
A lot of our generation.
Night.
Yeah. That's why Saturday Night Live is late at night.
Late at night.
Yes. Yep.
No, but it's so crazy how so much has changed in the past. Even what we were talking about a little bit off air, when I asked you like what had happened before or what happened with your acting career and what you had said.
Yeah. So I had a stalker at the apartment complex I lived in when I was younger. And so I was supposed to just move home for the summer, just kind of get away from the area and then start fresh again, at the end of summer. But I met my ex-husband, and I got married, had a baby. And so, I wanted to be a dedicated mom, and I wanted my son to be raised how I was in the small town I'm from. And yeah, he was my number one priority.
Yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but per se, because a lot of your fans didn't know that you were looking into, or Dan was talking to you about doing your own show.
Right. So he knew I had come home that summer, and we were supposed to meet and discuss the possibility of my own show. And so I went down, I had talked to my agent about, being pregnant, my plans afterwards, and I was supposed to meet with him. And then I was like, surprise, I'm 7 months pregnant. And so it just didn't really pan out at the time. But yeah, so I feel like everything happens for a reason, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it definitely does.
And so who's to say that, something won't happen? I won't get back in the industry. I'm ready to, get into either side, acting or behind the scenes. I love it so much. I would just like to be part of it.
Would you do anything? What you said behind the scenes, would you production wise or like stage management?
I feel like
or more behind film.
I feel like like casting and that sort of thing would be really fun for me and really interesting to see like that side of it from a casting director's perspective. And I think that would be pretty rad. I mean, ultimately acting is where my heart is. And so like, that's where I would like to end up. But
so like mostly we're going to say right now, your number one goal is to get back into
acting. Oh yeah, definitely.
That's the biggest goal for you. And
yeah,
I think that would be super exciting because, well, obviously you would post about it on your social media. Yeah. And if you don't, your fans on TikTok will.
Hey, I'm all about it.
They seem to find you quicker than a lot of us. So you actually came up on my For You page.
Did I really?
You did.
That's so wild to me.
I was trying to remember I don't even know what post you posted.
Yeah,
I know her.
So I posted, or I did the duet with the TikTok video, and then the next morning, I woke up and like my little cousins are like, you were on my For You page. And I was like, what? And they're like, Mia Khalifa commented. And I was like, oh, like, and there were so many comments and they were all so sweet and all so kind. Like, I genuinely, like I was saying, I had no clue that so many people watched the show.
Social media, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, it was such a good feeling. And I just was so happy that so many people got to enjoy it as much as I did.
Yeah, no, it was just real fun to watch it, especially what days did you come home? Was it Fridays or Saturdays when I came home from school? Amanda show. Oh. Thursdays. It came on like once a week. On TV on Nickelodeon. I think it was on the weekend, believe it or not. I think it was too.
Well, I mean, when we watched it, I believe it was Friday evenings that it would come out.
It was Friday. Yeah, it was like I came home from school, had to get my homework done before I watched it.
Aww.
that was the rule back then, but
I dig it.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
But you also did another acting role. Was that before or after the Amanda show?
It depends. So I did a few commercials.
Okay.
And that was like I did a couple before, a couple during, a couple after. Sorry, excuse me, it's so gross.
No, it's okay. You're a human. This is what happens, Jenna.
And then I did some student films, and Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen had a TV show like around the time of the end of the Amanda show, and I had a little guest spot on that. A friend of mine was a regular on it, so that was fun.
Wait, two of a kind?
Yes.
Oh my God! Wait, you're in one of the episodes?
I am, yeah.
What episode are you in?
I don't even remember the name of the episode, but
what was your role?
So I was in the cafeteria. I was like a classmate type thing, and I was like, "Oh my God, here she comes!" Like, yeah, it was a really small. Okay,
but did you get to work with Mary-Kate and Ashley?
Yeah. I didn't really.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, God. So it was just kind of like hey, how are you? I mean, they weren't really like, they didn't really hang out with the rest of the cast, kind of a thing. I did have what was that?
I said I don't think sometimes they were allowed to. I think
that could be. I mean, I don't know. A friend of mine, don't mind me. A friend of mine was on the show as a regular. His name's Jesse John Head, and he had done a few other TV shows, so it was kind of fun to work with him and just hang out with him on set.
Oh my gosh, his name sounds familiar too. I don't know why.
Who do you play?
Who do you play on the show?
He was like their best friend on the show. I don't remember his character's name, but yeah.
The best friend. Jesse Johan. No, he's
Jesse John Head. Sorry.
John Head. Gotcha.
Yeah.
John Head.
Jesse John Head. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, you really got to work with a lot of child stars.
You know what? and it's been a blast. Like I lived at Oakwood apartment complex, which is where a lot of child actors stay when they're like getting into the business and that sort of thing. And so I met a lot of really cool people there. Like Shia LaBeouf. He was friends, like we had mutual friends. What else?
Have you seen him before?
Like Ryan Gosling was there, like Haley and Hilary Duff.
But this was all young. They were younger.
Yeah.
Or they were older than you. They're all older than you, right?
Haley Duff and I are the same age. Hilary's younger. Ryan Gosling's older. So I mean, it was just kind of a place where a lot of people, even if they were just coming in to do a role, would stay. Like lots of musicians. I mean, Jessica Biel stayed there. There was just a lot of, you would always constantly run into someone familiar. So it was fun. It was a fun place to grow up.
Did you watch a lot of movies and stuff like growing up? Like,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because if you would see them, I'm sure you would like know who they are. Or you can't think of their name and you'd be like, oh my God, you're whatchamacallit.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, so I was like, huge fan of, I mean, so we had roommates, or I did. Yeah. And we would, every Sunday we would watch, we'd have like a Sunday movie day and we'd, watch all the teen movies and it was so fun. And so a lot of faces, I guess, a lot of the actors from these movies you would see at Oakwood or wherever, in the area, the Burbank area. And it was always fun. It was really cool to see all these people that you kind of like looked up to and like idolized a little bit. And so like before I moved down there, I'd watch movies and see like just be like, oh, like I want to do that. Like I want to be like them. And then you would see them and you're like, what?
But knowing them and having that connection, that's another thing.
Yeah. So some of them we'd just see and be like, oh my God, did you see so-and-so? Yeah. That's crazy. And then we would have like mutual friends and hang out. And that was fun.
That's really exciting.
It was.
That was, do you still kind of do that to this day? Or is it more of you just do your other, like we were talking about your off-topic job before?
Yeah. So I bale hay in the summers and I farm my bale hay, I rake hay. Like, I love it. It's a blast. I know it sounds crazy. It's a lot of physical labor, but it's pretty rad. And then in the winters, I'll do like accounting and taxes, but keeping
did you have
payroll.
Your accounting degree?
I don't have one. I just kind of
like an accountant
got into an accounting office and I just help them basically. Like they're over when they're when they have too much on their plate. I just kind of come in and help out and ease their stress basically.
Yes, because when I first wanted to have you, I think you were working overtime.
Yes. Tax season was wild this year. It was just crazy.
It's coming back up again in January.
Oh my gosh, I'm not ready.
So you got a lot more hay to bale.
Yes.
Also clean up in the farm? Do you have to clean up after the animals as well?
So there isn't animals where I work. It's just it's just hay. So there's like cutting, there's raking, baling, picking up, cleaning barns and that sort of thing to store it. I mean, there's so much to it. Hand line, I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff. You're never not doing anything. You're always busy.
I'm sure you're in a lot of shape too because of that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I feel like my arms are. I feel like my arms are
because of that.
They're doing good.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So getting a little bit more into the acting of what you've done and what you wanted to do or pursue, do you feel like you also want the same for your son? Do you think he wants to be an actor?
Oh, no, definitely not.
What does he want?
He wants to be a firefighter, like a wildland firefighter. That's what his dad does.
Okay.
And so he
wants to follow in his dad's footsteps.
Yeah. He admires actually he works with me. Ryder works with me. He's farming with me this summer. This is the first year he's had a job, and he's doing fantastic. And it's been such a blast because, I'm sure I won't be working with him next summer, like he'll be doing his own thing, but it was just so fun. Like, it's so fun to see his work ethic, and he's just amazing. He's a good kid.
He's your kid. That's why you raised him.
You're sweet.
That's so cute. I love that.
I
think it's more the time that you get to have with him too.
Yes.
Sometimes, especially if you get back into the acting industry, you're going to miss that more too.
Yeah.
It's another thing. So it's going to be like, you can always act from home if you don't want to go back.
True. I could start, making TikToks all the time. I don't know.
That kind of is what is going viral right now.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah.
I feel like I'm kind of awkward though. And so, like, I've made a few TikToks and I'm like, nope, not posting these. These are just, no.
Oh, they're in your draft?
Oh, yeah. Eventually, maybe someday I'll be like, you know what?
Let it free.
Yeah. We'll see.
When you were portraying Debbie and everything, because we already talked about like you as the actress, you being her, what exactly were your lines? Were your lines just "I like eggs"? Did they just write them specifically for you, or what exactly were they writing for you? No, I need to know. I only seen what.
So I don't feel like they wrote it specifically for me. It was definitely for the character, and it was just Debbie would just say really off the wall things like, my mom uses a special ointment, or, oh, my hammers. I don't know. There's just,
I like eggs.
Yeah, that girl looks just like me, and I'm looking in the mirror. You know what I mean? It was just,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that girl looks just like me.
Yes.
It's like, Debbie, that is you.
Yes.
That's a reflection.
Yeah. So
I remember that part.
And then the episode that Totally Kyle was in the girls' room, we kind of like played around with it. It wasn't like where Debbie and Kyle like, end up in a stall kissing.
Yeah.
But it kind of like built into that during rehearsals that week, and it just kind of made sense.
Like
and it just kind of fit
for a little bit though.
What was that?
I said it seemed like you guys had chemistry there though for a little bit.
I just think our goofy characters had chemistry.
You didn't like Drake?
Oh, I love Drake, just not like that.
Romance.
No, not at all.
Man, we were all rooting for that episode.
It was just like family chemistry, like family. Yeah, everybody on set was just like family. There wasn't like any behind the scene romance type thing.
Oh, there's no dirt. Nothing you can say.
Not with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's dirt with other people per se.
Yeah, but we won't get into that.
That's behind the scenes. That's
yeah.
Why. But that's what happens when you leave, or so with Nickelodeon. So it changes when you age. It changes.
Yeah.
Now, do you ever go back and previously watch the episodes you were in and laugh at yourself?
I think the last time I watched them is when Ryder was like 7, maybe, and I showed him.
Okay, so younger.
Yeah. He was just like, "That's you." It's like he couldn't process it, but he enjoyed it.
Did you repeat anything that you said on the screen? Because that's what I would have done.
I used to say, "Oh, my hammers," or I don't know. I've never really said I like eggs randomly, but yeah.
We do. We all
do.
We do. We commit to it.
Oh, I love it.
Actually, you were also in when they were doing the car scene too with I like eggs. I remember
that was Debbie. Yeah.
Yeah, Debbie was in the car. I forget.
Yeah. We also did Who Wants to Win $5. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That was fun. That was probably my favorite episode that wasn't in the girls' room. It was a blast.
That was kind of what your role was. When people ask who's Debbie in the Amanda Show, it's in the girls' room. Like that's the scene that we know you from person.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's like getting deeper into the episodes or getting to know some of the characters, but you went over a little bit how you had communication and fun with them, which is great. Because it's also hard to work on a TV show if people aren't nice or open, right? Wouldn't that be?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I'm sure there's shows. In fact, I know there's shows where they didn't get along on set, and you can almost like see the tension in their characters on the show. But it was never like that with us. We all got along. Everybody was like kind of silly and goofy and immature in a way, but it was just fun. Like I can't say anything bad about it.
Were you ever able to ask to do more roles onto the show or like be part of the commercials, or were you scared to, like it wasn't your part? Or you just wanted to
they didn't so they we kind of mentioned it, but like they didn't, like they wanted Debbie to just be Debbie. You know what I mean? They didn't want they didn't want her to be like for me to play other roles. Like they just wanted Debbie to always be Debbie. That's why we were in that's why I was in Who Wants to Win $5 and Stranded and that sort of thing. So
Stranded in the car.
Yeah.
Was that with Courtney? Was Courtney in the car? Maha?
I don't remember.
I think Tony Pajamas was in the car.
Yes.
The lobster.
Yep. And then Judge Trudy.
Oh, Trudy. She didn't play Courtney. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
There's somebody else. Was Nancy in the car?
I don't think so.
Like the mom? Like the
I don't
one
think
that
she was.
Her name.
Josh wasn't he?
I know Tony Pajamas was, I believe.
Yeah.
I can't remember. There's one more person in the car.
I know.
Who's in the car?
So it was the bailiff. The bailiff.
Okay, maybe that's who it is.
Yeah, the bailiff, lobster, Tony Pajamas, myself, and Judge Trudy. I think that's all of them.
Okay, yeah.
I think.
See, when they wrote these skits, what did they try to do?
I don't know.
What do you feel like? Because you were part of them.
I wasn't part of the writing process at all. Like none of us were. But I think, like I said earlier, it's just supposed to be like Saturday Night Live for kids. Just fun, over the top skits, you know.
Different.
Yeah, try to make people laugh. Yeah.
Yeah. Dad, do you have any questions that you wanted to ask?
I was going to ask her about the Drake and Josh. Oh. Well, you asked her. The Drake and Josh thing that...
Doc G, this is my father here.
Hi.
Questions for you.
The Drake and Josh thing, I was wondering why they didn't carry your character over to, Drake and Josh. Because, do you know why? Because you stopped it, or?
No, I didn't stop it. So... what they were going to do is I was going to be on an episode of, so Drake and Josh was kind of like their own. It was like definitely apart from the Amanda show. Like they didn't really, like different characters. I'm not 100% sure why they didn't really want me on there. I just know that I was going to be on Zoe 101. And then after that have like a spinoff of my own show. So I feel like maybe they kept me off of that so I could have my own show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But you said that never materialized because of
it didn't, because I was pregnant. I had a child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so that makes sense.
It's not fair when they can just do that, but I guess it's fair because you should step out of acting while you're pregnant.
Well, was it Zoe 101? Wasn't she pregnant too?
Jamie.
Yeah.
Again,
you had a baby.
I don't understand the whole concept.
A little bit down the line, though. I don't think she came out. Were you pregnant before her, or was she pregnant before you?
Oh, I was pregnant before her. Yeah.
So then that was something where maybe they didn't know what to do versus Nickelodeon with that.
Right.
You out right away. They had to deal with that situation.
Yeah.
So that's
and it's definitely like a younger, I don't know, like it's a younger crowd. Yeah. Also, it was kind of my choice to stay home and be a mom. So
that was courageous of you, and I'm glad you did that. I'm not saying that.
No, definitely no. I get that. I would like I said, I would absolutely love to go back and give it a shot. So we'll see what
She wants to get
happens.
back into the acting world.
Yeah, I'm open for anything.
And within this acting world, where do you see yourself maybe in like 5 years?
Well, I would hopefully, I would like to do independent films. Like I feel like that's kind of where my heart is right now. And so
Doc G has something he wants to say when you're done.
Okay. Yes.
We're independent film network as well.
Are you really? What?
Yeah. In fact, we're shooting a TV show now called The Grand Jury. It's supposed to be like Judge Judy, but it's going to be all real.
It's not like Judge
It's not
Judy.
scripted.
No, wait. Yes. I'm sorry. I thought you said Judge Trudy. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Okay,
wrong show.
Yeah.
Correct.
A parody
But
of Judge Judy.
Yeah, correct.
Well, this is the real Judge Judy show, or a lot of the the shows like that. This is a real show that has deal with real cases, and either the court rejected them, or the court doesn't want to hear them, or the people are just not happy with the verdict. So we're doing shows like that, and we're bringing the people on, and we're doing like a Zoom call where everybody is getting together and doing it, and then we're editing it and giving it to Netflix after first season.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we're welcoming anybody that wants to come in. So,
hey, I'm right here.
And where do you reside?
I live in Northern California.
Okay, so we got a couple people in California. So we do it on 8:00. Right now we're doing it really like once a month. We're gonna go with a bigger frequency, maybe every 2 times a week, or maybe 2 times a month. Is that going to be okay for you?
Yeah, I would absolutely love that.
Oh my God, we'd love to have you, because the more celebrities we get, the bigger the push.
See, Jenna, we call you a celebrity.
Oh. Celebrity. I mean, listen.
She's not used to that.
You are a celebrity. I used to love the Amanda Show. She'll tell you, it was like the Saturday Night Live for teenagers. I love it.
Right?
Yeah.
It was a blast. I would love to be part of that.
Okay,
so
we'll send you the info.
Keep in touch.
Okay, we'll send
you have my information.
I do, yes.
So I can send what I have to for that and everything. But now she's on Facebook, so you can add her on Facebook.
Okay.
So you can send her a link.
And what's your middle name on that, Jenna Morrison?
Jenna Rose Morrison.
Oh, Mary Rose. Okay.
Yeah, my sister's Mary Rose.
I know. That's why I was like, aw.
Oh, that's so cute. You guys literally that's crazy. Well, she loves you, so.
I love her too, and I don't even know her. So there's that.
It's because you both have the rose in your name.
Yep.
Yeah, there she goes. There she is. All right, he just added you.
Okay.
Yeah, no, so I am so excited for what the future is going to come for you. Even if you're doing indie films or something with us for Hamilton Radio, it's a start. It's getting you back out there in the acting world.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not even if you're looking for an agent right now to help you book roles. It's more the fact that you just want to put yourself out there when you're ready.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's
exactly it.
One question for you though. You're a SAG actress, correct?
Yes.
That may be a problem.
Okay.
I'm just saying we can.
Yeah. No, I am union, but yeah, that's something we can talk about.
We can talk about it. Okay.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't know. I mean, but you don't have a picture on IMDb.
I don't, because you have to pay for it monthly, and I'm not in the industry right now. So I was just like, nah, when the time comes, I'll do it.
Okay, got you. Yeah, I know. I couldn't even put a picture on mine either.
Lame,
I can't put anything on it because it's like $20 a month, and I was like, this is just ridiculous.
I was like, yeah, when I get back into it, then I'll do it. But for now,
that's not fair how they make you do it for a picture. That's so like.
No, well, typically, like if you have an agent, they take care of it for you. But I don't have one of those right now. Soon, though, maybe.
That's what we're gonna look into. But maybe we can do something for the grand jury here. So we'll definitely talk about that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Very cool.
I think he's asking them right now though if SAG actresses are allowed. So
yeah.
We'll wait and see what happens.
No, seriously, I am, because like I said, the celebrity push for this show could be tremendous, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that celebrity push, because we're who we are, But
she also does, like, I would never see you as an accountant, so you shocked my brains when you said that.
Yeah, because you're used to like
and stuff
Debbie being like silly and goofy and have no brains, and then Yeah.
confused.
And you're doing taxes. I love it.
She's doing taxes.
Right?
I can do my own taxes. I do them on TurboTax, but that's all I got. So
I like it. Getting it done. That's all that matters.
Here's my friend Prince Flint Easton. He's actually part of the show. He says hello.
Hi.
Oh, is he part of the grand jury?
Oh, he says
ciao.
Ciao. Okay, I thought it said colo. Ciao.
That means hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Prince is in California and now
really?
Vegas performing right now. So shout out to Prince. Great guy. Wonderful guy.
Might be new people you're working with.
That would be awesome.
Never know, Jenna. We never know.
That's very true.
Connections that we have. He said hello all. Hello.
He's a very sweet and nice guy.
I love that.
Yep.
I love every bit of it.
Good. I'm glad.
And he joins us all the time.
I'm glad. I'm glad if we could try to get her part of the grand jury.
Well,
he
was on the grand jury. He knows what it's about. He was part of it the last time.
She was looking to acting. So it's like something that you can do. Even if you have your kid right now, you could do it at home.
For sure.
You could
I'm open. I'm ready. So if it works out, that would be fantastic.
Oh, he said he heard grand jury and he popped in.
Yep. No, because it's that type of impactful show that we're hoping to change a lot of lives. We're hoping to change courts' views, the of some of the courts. And the best thing about it is the networking capabilities of the people you're going to meet and see.
Right.
Some of them are just, like regular people, 9 to 5 people.
Yeah.
Movie directors, TV producers, everybody that you need to have in one place is there for you. That's they all support you to support them.
Absolutely.
And that's the way it's supposed to be anyway.
I agree.
That's awesome.
It's just not that way because so they respond. I'll get back to her.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't know. Yeah, no, seriously, let me know because I have to give her all the information.
Yeah, I'm friends with her, so I can send it to her.
Okay, there you go. He's cutting me out of this. I'm sending it to her already. It's okay.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't want to cut you out, but
oh no,
I'm talking about her.
Oh,
okay. He wants to be the one to send the information. That's fine, and I'm a problem.
No, if you have her already, that's fine. You could do that both ways. We both have the option. So, no, I'm really excited for you and what's to come. I'm hoping we can definitely help you with this grand jury, or just help you maybe get back into acting with it, though, too.
Yeah, I'm open for anything. So, we'll definitely keep in touch and maybe get something figured out. That would be.
Did you amazing. Also you got to meet Josh too, right?
Oh yeah, I love Josh.
I was gonna say he's a dad now too.
No, it's precious. I feel like he was meant to be a dad. I don't know, just like the warm, cozy feeling he gave on set. Like he was just always such a sweetheart. I love him. He deserves all the amazing things. He does.
What were you just in Stranded with him? Was that the only sketch you were in? No, he came to the girls' room a couple of times as a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Was he Penny?
Yeah. Okay. So there was an episode, the one where he pops out of the cake.
Yes.
And so he's like dancing, and he slips and falls. That was a complete accident, right? Like it wasn't supposed to happen. And if you look at my face in the background, like I'm laughing so hard, but like I'm trying to keep it in. So it just looks like I'm like convulsing in the background. It was the funniest thing ever. And I was so happy they kept it in because it was such a real funny moment. I loved it. It was so good.
What episode was with the cake? Like in the girls' room? Like what was was it for a birthday?
It must have been. Was it for Amber's birthday? You know what?
Birthday.
I can't remember. I'm horrible. Like my memory, I feel like what's my name? You know what I mean? I don't even know. That's how I feel. My brain is tired.
He also asked a question. He wanted to know, did people actually get their head flushed?
No, we had a bucket of water.
That's what I thought.
So they dumped their head in the bucket of water, yeah.
Okay, so did they have like a sound effect for the toilet?
Yes.
Or did you guys actually have a toilet?
No toilet, just a bucket.
So there was like, what was the girls' room scene? What did you have that was real? Like you had
there was like the sink. I mean, nothing was hooked up to water, but there was like the sink. Like they made it look like a pretty genuine bathroom. There was a toilet, but there was a bucket next to it, and so that's where they would dunk their heads. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Sheila would dunk their heads.
Yeah.
That's what it was supposed to be. Like she did that.
Right.
Well, I remember you were supposed to dunk Drake's head. That's why. And then
yeah, and it didn't happen. We just kissed. But
nothing afterwards.
No, it wasn't even a real kiss. You know
I know,
what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. That was so sad because we were all rooting for you. We were like, they're so cute together. Maybe they'll date or something. But you said you basically found everyone else kind of being like your brother or sister on set, which is great.
Yeah, it just felt like family. Yeah, like there was no like
had romance
crushes.
or something.
No,
towards one of the cast members. Would it have been awkward to be on the show?
I feel like it would have been awkward, especially like as a teenager and like having crushes or like a boyfriend on the show. Like I would just be so awkward. I would be so awkward. Yeah.
How much more awkward would you have been though because of Debbie? Debbie already didn't have brains.
No, she didn't have brains, but little Jenna was shy, so shy that I would have been so uncomfortable. I don't know.
Oh my God, wait, were you actually shy on set too?
I was, yeah. Like growing up, I was very shy, like painfully shy. And then like with acting classes and that sort of thing and going to auditions, it kind of helped that, like helped me overcome being so shy. But like I'm not shy anymore at all.
No, I can tell.
But on sets when I was younger, it took a lot for me to like warm up to people and just feel comfortable. So yeah, I was awkward and shy and awkward.
And it just happened like that.
Yeah.
My goodness gracious. Oh boy, we're getting close to almost an hour too.
No, can you believe it?
I can. I mean, it's so sad because time always flies by when you're talking and having a good time, but
it has been a good time.
It has. And you might have gotten a gig out of this on top of my
I'm okay with that.
Good. It sounds like you definitely need it.
Yeah, I would love it
too. So I just really want to say thank you for being here. I really had a blast. Prince is also talking to you, so I'm gonna let you respond to him. But I just want to say that I had a blast having you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I loved every second. It's been fun chatting with you and your dad. And I'm excited to see where things go.
And then Prince.
I am not in LA. I'm in Northern California, right on the California-Oregon border. Right at the top.
That's
way up there.
She's in Doris. So wait, are you considered country? Where you at?
Yeah.
Where you are at?
Yeah.
You got accent?
No. No.
I'm obsessed with country music, so I needed to know.
Oh my gosh, we are too, trust me. I mean, we love everything, but like growing up, it was definitely country music. And like there's a lot of like cattle farms or cattle ranches and lots of farming and yeah, it's pretty here.
Have you guys done any of the TikTok country dances?
No, but I bet we could.
Sure. You should look into Fancy Like Me.
Okay. I'll check it out.
I forget who sings it. Wait. Who sings Fancy Like Me? Fancy Like Me. It's a TikTok song, so who sings it? Well, it would help if I actually type it right. I put Fancy Block Me. Okay. It is Walker Hayes.
Okay. I'll have to check it out.
And then Prince just said this to you as
well.
Here, I'm actually going to send you his TikTok. I'll send it to you on Messenger. See if you and your son can do this dance.
All right, sounds good.
Because I know you said you guys are doing TikToks. Well, you are, personally.
Yeah. He's at the age where I kind of embarrass him, like everything I do. He's always like, "Oh, you're such a child."
Aww.
But I have friends that would do it with me, so there's that.
Oh, well, that's an option if you need to.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it's nice to do it with your son, though, I'm sure.
I'd like it. He'd be like, it's a no for me.
Let me see what is going on before we get ready to end the show. Doc G! Did you leave? I think he left. I think he went upstairs. No, I just want to say thank you for being here. I'll keep you updated with what's going on for the grand jury.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Or Prince might reach out to you as well. He's probably going to add you now.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much for having me. We've had a blast, and I just really appreciate it. It's been fun.
Thank you. I really had a good time too, and I hope the world enjoys our conversations as much as I have.
Same.
Bye, girl. Thank you.
Bye. Have the best day.
You too.
All right, bye.